building blocks are basically the frame of the house, right? So it means that we can't just say, I want to put paint on this building, except that we have what? The frame in itself. So we know that, okay, once we make this place look like this, make it very long. So we have to lay blocks until it gets to that end, lay blocks from here to that end. Look at how partitioned this place is. You know, this is a room, right? This is a room, and this is another. That is another inlet. We have this beam. We have this pillar beam. We have the lintel, right? We have the lintel. We have the what's this called? Pillar. We have the entrance. All of these things first have to be, I mean, built without any form of beautification that we have with it today, right? Let me give us another example. You know, this chair. You see this chair. Once it was being made, the first thing that they need to do was what? Have a sketch. We need to have an idea of what this chair is going to eventually look like. And the UN is responsible for making us to understand what this chair will eventually look like, right? Are you all lost? If you are still here, say yeah, yeah. I want energy. I want energy. Okay. I don't like that you are lost. Okay. I don't like it when you are lost. I can see when people are lost. Okay. 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 So for us to make this chair, all right. So there has to be someone who would first of all sketch this chair for us to see what this chair would eventually look like. Right? Now, that is the first step. That is the UI guy. So that is also there's a UX side of it, which tells us, okay, when I sit on it, what is the distance for me to rest my back? Am I going to be like this, or I want to be like this? And maybe that was what they thought about. Maybe the user experience. Maybe the person who was designing that reclining chair, you know, the office chair now. So they imagine if this person sits on this chair for so long, it means that they might have back pain. So our bots will do it in such a way that when they sit for it for so long, they should have like a function where they can like, okay, turn it and rest a little bit. Maybe let's swivel to the right or maybe swivel to the right. So the person bringing up this ideation or making this thing up is the user words, experience designer, UX designer. So they are the one imagining, oh, what is this thing going to look like for the end user? Okay, let us do this way. Oh, let us do that way. Oh, let's put it this way. Sure, you understand what I'm saying? So once they're able to achieve that, then this guy will now say, okay, I think I get where you are going. Now, let me now give you a visual representation of what it looks like. And me, as the front-end guy, I'm saying, okay, let me bring it to life. Sense. All right. So bringing it to life. So this guy here, so the front end guy is one creating the look and the feel. The back end guy is the one doing the ones that we do not see. All right. Okay. Say for instance, now you'll be shopping for 1 hour on one site, and you put it to cart. I like this one. Put it to cart. Put it this cart. And after 1 hour of shopping, and you decide, okay, let me go to cart, and you realize, wait a minute, I can't find everything I've been worth shopping. It literally means that there is no back end. So the back end is just, they are the ones who write the logic. So they basically write logic. Okay? They write logic. And yeah, it's okay if you are the kind of person who likes logic. You will really, really enjoy it. What if this happens? Why does this happen? If it happens this way, then what do we need to? So like it takes you on a journey at the end of the day. So imagine that you finish shopping and you go to your cart and you can't find what to be shopping for. It means that there's no database. It's so the backend guys are the ones, the database. Okay. The mobile apps and like we said earlier, we have data science. Okay, there's just so many opportunities, just so many opportunities. And web development is still in demand. Of AI. Okay. In fact, the ones that are in demand these days, They are how to use AI tools. Yes. Okay. There are people who know how to use the AI tools. You so you know how about best of all. So there's still thank you very much. So there's a high demand. I do understand. There's a high demand, and also you have to going to have an influence on future technology. Very, very sure. Because so, like really today, tech space. Now we have I don't have the freedom to say so many things because I'm time bound. So today we have AI specialists. Okay, people who are their own dreams to see how we can integrate existing technology. Say, I also have AI automation experts. Those are careers that are springing out, and people who are not jumping on the bandwagon. Hey, I'm too old. Yes, excuse me, I'm not too old though. Okay, they have some interesting statistics here. Okay, we have 6.5 million tech jobs in the US. You know, 67% of the new tech jobs don't require and all of that. Okay, I want to quickly address this before we go into the real thing. There's a little exception. Then you need to have a CS degree. I mean, that's a computer science degree. Excuse me, no way. You don't necessarily need to have a computer science degree. I know one guy. Um, that was 2 years ago. The guy was, if I'm not mistaken, but I remember his age very well. The guy was, it was 2 years fresh out of high school. So he was 16 years old at the time. And the parent already went to a Python class and he was in Python, he was in quite well. So he joined this boot camp and in a matter of 1 year later, bro, he got a job at 7 Up, 17 years old. So companies basically don't age, they don't care about age. They care about how can you us to solve the problem that we simple as that. Okay, so we need in this coming. So what do you have? Okay, this is the problem we have. Okay, this is what I'm going to use. So another misconception is that it's all about code. I want to just code. No. Right? It also involves other it also involves other skills such as problem solving, collaboration, and the likes of it. And the tech industry is saturated. Sadly, it is not saturated. There's still demand. And another one is you need to be a genius to work in tech. That's a lie. You don't need to be, but you just have to have an attitude to learn. Uh, don't be afraid of failing. That's number one thing I would tell you if you are going to eventually consider coding as a career or programming as a career. Don't be afraid to fall. I mean, you're going to fall as many times as possible, but that's just part of the game. But as time goes on, you begin to understand the fact that you are failing is a sign that you're making progress. Okay, okay, at least I attempted something that didn't work out. So it literally is making forward movement. This one that is only for young people. So the reality is 56% of career changers enter tech after the age of 30 years. So there are a lot of people that into tech most their 40s and their 50s. When you talk to them that still I'm really following battle. I'm really obsolete. So then they say, I don't know, that came story. How relevant you are. Okay, what exactly is coding is just basically talking to computers in a language that they understand, all right? So so structure HTML for the scroll structure. All of us frame is our skeleton. So you don't so like skeleton. Maybe this one's a male, this one's a female. To see human anatomy, that's skeleton. You can't tell this one is a male or female, right? Can we? Because there isn't that external features that you can differentiate. So the skeleton basically is just like the HTML. So when the flesh now comes on it, that is what is called CSS. And when it can when you have the nerves and all of these parts, that is what JavaScript does. It brings to life the skeleton and the what and the flesh. All right. So today I just want to quote what Mr. Victor told us earlier on. HTML basically is hypertext markup language. It's not a programming language in any shape or form. It's just a markup language. Just for you to know, just for the browser, it's for the sake of the browser to know, okay, this is HTML. So HTML is not complete and except you have what we call tags and elements. So like we see, you see there we use tags. So the tags is enclosed in the Angular bracket, each one the paragraph. You get to see it as we move on. The CSS, I said, that was responsible for making our website look visually appealing. All right, making our website look visually appealing. Um, so for our website to look visually appealing, so the CSS is the one that would control how big do I want this font to look like, how small do I want the font to look like, which color do I want this button to be. I mean, what closer to the edge of this thing do I want it to be. So it controls the spacing, the color, the font styles, and all of those styling elements. Are you still here? Okay, I'm not losing you, guys. I don't want to lose you, okay? Okay, and then sure, soft office documents now. We just type and type. It's not meant for design. But when it comes to Power Draw embodies both, right? So the first thing that you do in Power Draw is you say I want to paste color here. What is the first thing you do? You first of all look at the project brief, like you were saying the other time. So let's just connect everything together. So you look at the project that the client gives to you and say, okay, this is what we want. Now you go to probably CorelDRAW, something you can be familiar with. Then you just type all of those things. It is after that you've typed all the contents that you want to have, and they probably feel, probably brochures, depending on whatever it is you want to design. First of all, you type the text, Abby, the text and everything. Then later it is completed. That's when you begin to do style it. So CSS is just like styling. Okay? That is why it's called cascading style sheet. Cascading. So cascading is like this. It looks like a funnel. So it's like so you style your HTML document from top to bottom, not from bottom to top. So they are very particular about hierarchy. I'll try as much as possible to help us understand. So it's controls for the CSS controls were the fonts, the layouts, how the color will look like, what colors, what font size, what font choice you want to have. All right. Yes, they can also help you resize pictures like there's another beast on this one. You will get to understand. So we can also just like come and like style it a little bit with CSS. Okay, so this is like a sneak peek of what HTML looks like. Like I was explaining structure. So HTML, if there's anything you want to take on today, is HTML consists of elements. I mean tags. All right. So the element is meant to just describe the types of contents. All right. It is meant to describe the type of contents. All right. So the basic structure of a web page, is we have the HTML, we have the body. As you can see, you see this thing They have called doc type. I don't know if you can say it. Okay, you can. Doc type, that is called a declaration. And we have this HTML. So it has to always follow this order. Starts with is always particular structure, HTML. You have to know your structure so well. And it's not at all. It's not. It's not rocket science. So HTML followed by the head. So inside of the head, that's where we have the title. You know, I see titles. Let me show us the title before I get into this thing. Okay, let me go to yahoo.com. 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 Okay, now we are at yahoo.com, right? I hope you can see what I'm saying. Now, if you can, oh, sorry, sorry. Please tell me if you are not seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, let me see if you can see now. I want you to see what I'm seeing. Okay. So remember we the HTML structure, right? So it always starts with HTML, then we have the head tag, then we have the one of the way we have the tag. So it's so the title is look at this. This is my cursor. I don't know if you can see. You saw Yahoo search politics, news, finance, and all of that. That thing that you see there, that is where we write the title. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Yahoo search politics, news, finance, sport, and videos. Did you see that? So what we have there is what we usually write inside of the title tag. Okay, title tag. And this one right here, this is the logo shape. Now, this is search bar. This, what did you call it in your class? Anybody? Excuse me? Then in other words, navigation bar. So that helps us to navigate to every on that website. Okay, so we have this news. Maybe we can go to finance, we can go to sports, and so many other pages on this website. Okay, let me go back to this. So the HTML, like I said, forms the structure of a web page. All right. If there's anything you want to take on, just like have this at the back of your mind. It forms the structure of a web page. And HTML, every HTML content that you want to write is written with tags. Is written with what? Tags. Okay. This is the anatomy of an HTML elements. This is what makes up an HTML element. Because if you don't know this, then everything that I'm going to put in HTML is going to look like gibberish. Okay? So HTML is made up of what? And period, just elements and elements. We have H1, we have H2, elements are the tags, for images. This is the type of elements. The opening tag, okay, which is a name, the elements. So the name of the element is called what? P. What? So this is so you can literally say this is a paragraph element. Instead of that P tag, we have something called the contents of the element. All right. It's called what? It's called what? The content of the element. To give this presentation, I want this to be as interactive as possible. Yes, I can do this presentation, and I don't like that. I want us to, let's connect together. And lastly, on this side, we have the closing together. It makes up an element as well. The Two, the content inside of it. And three, the closing tag. I want us to say it in pairs now. What makes up an HTML element? The opening, the content inside it, and the closing tag. Now let's clap for ourselves. Let's clap for ourselves. Okay, as far as CSS is concerned, this says so much about it. So we have the H1 elements. H1 elements is made of the content inside it and what? The closing tag. Period. So we're going to start the H1 elements. So everything inside H1 to put it as blue. Okay, let's see. Definitely get to understand what I mean. So for us to start, we need like these. Okay, it's time for us to get our hands dirty. Are we ready? Okay, for this might be a bit, it might be so what I'm going to use to write the code is called the code editor. Right? The code was code editor. Just like we were using Figma for designing the other time. So we need a code editor to write our code. This is the most popular and even the most widely accepted for writing code is the VS Code, the Microsoft VS Code. So once you for you to download VS Code is very simple. Nothing too technical about it. Just go VS Code, download, and you just download it and install it. Very easy. And as time goes on, you begin to install some other essentials. Okay, for now, what you have here is just Visual Code. And I purposely put this one here because when you install your VS Code, this is the interface. I want us to begin to use some of these terms, all right, so that you can know that I came and I got something out of it. Interface, user interface, was you mentioned user experience. Just let's get the hang of it and let's begin to use it. So this is like an interface. So this interface, now first to code. So it's in HTML and CSS. And the JavaScript is meant for functionality. The example I gave to us before, that your skeleton is your frame, and the skeleton is the HTML. Let's your body. And these beautiful features and all of these colors and those skin tones. That is what CSS does. What give to you. All right? And it makes you such a our function, right? You should be able to speak, you should be able to lift up your hands and all of that. So what is responsible for all of that is what Java scripts. All right? So today I want to use the UI that I did the other time. So I need to use the UI thing for reference. Sure you get. Okay? So we always need to use that UI design for reference. So I have it here already. If there's anything I'm seeing I'm too fast, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I'm a very fast speaker. I speak so fast. I'm very, very sorry. I apologize. So you have the freedom to like just take me back. Just like tell me, bro, rewind yourself 2 steps back. All right. So once you say 1 step back or 2 step back, I can go back. What we have here is I'm going to reference what the UI guy did for us. Okay. So what we have here is basically the nav bar and the section. Okay, the nav bar was the section. Okay, we start by creating a new file control. That's a shortcut for a new file. And I have to rename this file using something. Okay, using something. Let me close this because I have a folder open on my desktop. Are you like, sorry? You can do it. See some faces they are looking lost. Sir, you are going to. Hey, to help me. Okay, so I put down my desktop. Let me fold down my desktop. So before that, my desktop is I have gadgets based on what we're working on so far. We're working on gadgets websites, right? So I decided to create a folder on my desktop. Very easy, everybody can do that, right? So you create a folder in your desktop. So what I do inside of this folder is I don't have anything except the app to download all the time. And that's the only thing I have. Just so all of us can relate with it. Okay, let me close this. It's now because I have VS Code installed on my laptop, and that is what we are going to be using to write out this simple landing page. So what I'm just going to do is right click and open with VS Code. Very simple. Very, very simple. Okay. And to do is I want to create a new HTML file. Remember that what we need to create a web page is HTML and CSS for a start. Okay? What do we need to create a website? And CSS. Yeah, for a start. So maybe you want to, when you click on, say, when you click on sign in, and the sign in responds to you, it means that JavaScript is already working. Sure you get it. I want you to have a visual follow. Please, if you are with your laptop, let's look at the UL design. So we're going to be using UL design as reference, please. Okay. So you know the button that will so when you click on the button and the button responds and it takes you away from that place to another page. Yeah, I would say just JavaScript is responsible because it's something very easy that HTML can do because it can just like take you from one page to another, but it won't do anything. Then when JavaScript comes in is when it's, we can sign in and there's a form for us to fill. Okay. And we feel okay, sign up, sorry, as a new user. When you fill the form and the form goes away from your browser and stores it in the backend. So you can say that JavaScript is already working. Are you still okay? Let me go look. Let's get a new file now. Get a new file, Control N for shortcuts. Wow, 214. Control N for shortcuts. Okay. And I want to save this. I'm going to save this as an HTML document. All right. So to save an HTML document for the page of any website is using index.html, right? Okay, index.html, quickly index.html. So HTML, anything after the dot is just like an extension. So right here, I want to, first thing I want to generate, once I have this is called what? Structure. You're not answering. It's called structure. So I just want to generate a structure. This is a structure. If you if you want to just let me know. Is anybody following? Let me see if you are following. Let me see your hands up. Are you following? Do you have download on laptop? You tell me now. So what I'm saying, I mean, like, just tell me. I'm trying to download because my intention was okay. I'm just like taking you through and I'm going to put this thing out for you and just let you see what it looks like. Okay, let's go. I think that it's Sir? Sorry?
Sublime test.
Sublime. See, the thing is, VS Code is what we use mainstream. So it's very easy for you to. It's very easy for us to. For me personally, Sha, it's very easy for me to. It has quite a lot of extensions, and a lot of people, people when they write plugins and when they write a lot of stuff, they write it in such a way that it is customized for VS Code. So the interface itself is very easy to navigate. Yeah, to Sublime Text. Of course, you have some other code editors.
VS Code, does it blend with the Sublime blends with Trace Code?
See, I'm not going to lie for you. I've not used Sublime Text.
That's what
I use VS Code.
I was used to when I was.
Oh, okay, bro. Welcome to the new world. All right. I'm not saying it is not.
CS.
People use Sublime Text. Don't get me wrong. People use Sublime Text. Some people use Sublime Text. But if you're going to work in any organization, it is expected of you that you should know how to navigate VS Code. Should get so that's okay. 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 But the difference, well, because it is used mainstream, that is why, and it is widely accepted by most people. And in fact, everyone I've been seeing doing this coding thing, everyone who have been like professional coders, that is what they use. However, there are some there's a dedicated code editor for when you're writing Python. You understand? So when you're writing Python, especially as a data science guy or maybe a cybersecurity guy, so they have like their own code editor that they use mainly for the sake of Python. But as far as this is concerned, as far as web dev is concerned, we use VS Code. No, it's okay. It's a good question though. Okay, are you downloading? Are you downloading it already? Okay, let's click on downloads. Okay, download VS. Okay, let's click on download here. Oh, you're using Microsoft Edge. I don't. It has a lot of moving parts. That's why. Okay, I think it's downloading already. Can you see it? That's the progress bar. Okay, you have VS Code, right? Let's see. Okay. 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 Let me take you back. So, do you have it downloaded? What about this? Downloaded, right? Okay. We know what you're going to do. I want you to go to your desktop. Okay. Go to your desktop. Create a new folder. Create a new folder. So since we are working with a gadget website, so we want to name it after the project we're working on. Should get. So let's name it like Amazon Gadgets. Create a new folder on your desktop. You don't have to create a new folder. Just like right click, um, scroll down to new, and you're going to see folder. Once you have that already, then just name it Amazon. Okay, this one first of all. So it doesn't. Oh shit. Amazon gadgets. Amazon gadgets. Then I click enter. Okay, the reason I was telling you this is because I already have a folder named Amazon gadgets. So just to differentiate it, I just put S at the back of gadgets. Gadgets. Okay. Okay. The first one had, okay, let me see. Amazon gadgets. Okay. Are we, so please, is there a way for me to share for me to share this logo. Okay, or better still, I believe access to the internet, right? Bro, have you downloaded your? Okay. Is it it's still downloading? Okay. So have you downloaded it? Okay. I mean, have you created a new folder? Okay, you've made Amazon gadgets, right? Okay. So Amazon gadgets really Amazon gadgets. So we want to know the project you are trying to develop. We are trying to build a landing page. So we want to know the project you are trying to develop. Okay. No, no, you have you installed it? You've installed it. Okay. Let's wait for now. Now, if they think okay, it's Amazon gadgets. It's okay, let's wait now. So the next thing I want to do now, since I know I'm going to be working with, okay, I'm going to be working with what just a simple page, section and what the nav bar. Don't forget, I always think begin to talk like a developer. Nav bar. Make it sweet for your mouth. Nav bar, section. Ah, yeah, section bar. It helps you to access every other content on the website. Some gadgets, the folder. Okay, so nav bar. When I say working with alright, in section. Yeah, no, you're studying the section, like section after the A section, or probably two sections, then lastly we have the footer. Right? So the footer is where it's at the bottom of the web page, where we have so many. Yes, footer. Ah, so footer. I do not know footer, further you basis of technology out there. Something like that. So let's go to gmail.com, gmail.com, and that. So on gmail.com, you can see the words, then that. So the language usually consists of how people choose the design, how they want their website to be easy to navigate. That is how they designed the nav. So basically, most of the times, it must contain the all right. But because this is a shopping site, it also has a logo. Because it's a shopping site, anything they have next is search bar. All right. Search bar. Obviously, they have what is called accounts because for you to be able to buy from junior.com, you must have what? So, right? So that one is not negotiable. The next one, they think that you might need. Okay, they might help. Okay, now okay, you can put call to order, you can sell on journal, you can send your package. These are the three ways they describe that they can what help us. Small the cards. You know when you were saying when you were talking about so talking there's a user great from here to you from here to you. This is the user experience job. So that the so they are thinking yes. So once you're able to scout this nav bar, the next thing is the news section. Let's go down to So all of these ones are just like categories, category sections, and all of that. So all of these are just like one category, one section. And this is the nav bar. Sorry, this is the footer. Can you see it? The one with the you see, this is the footer section. So in the footer section, we also have some important links that can also help navigation. All right. Because the ultimate goal, usually they say the company starting is they design every product that is designed is designed for who? The user. All right. So they want our experience on their website to be as seamless as possible. Okay, so what we're going to be working with is just the move the section. Okay, move section. And I might add a little, I might add a footer at the bottom. That one is very simple, but it will contain so many links. You know, okay. Okay, I want to simple. Let's quickly go to google.com. In the Google search bar, if you're using Chrome, automatically you search by Google. Okay, what I want to type now is I want to gather the visual elements I am going to use for this design. What did I say? I'm going to do gather every visual elements I'm going to use for this project. Okay, so I noticed that there isn't so much visual element there isn't so much visual stuff I need except the image and the words and the logo somewhere and the logo to do somewhere. So that those are the two things that are going to happen. And after they get to look for the logo, let's go to Google, scroll, search for what does the logo look like? Let's do it together. Sure to download this for the website that you are building. We need to make sure it's something that doesn't have a background. And the images that don't have a background, they are called PNG images. I hope you know that now. PNG. They don't have a background. The pictures that we take on our phones, you know, we take pictures. Yeah, they come in the JPEG formats. So when we phone gallery, pictures. Just if you are very careful enough, you observe formats, the meta formats, and the JPEG, JPG, JPG means JPEG. So it always has all of those data and all of that. In fact, these days, as long as our friends are, okay, as long as our friends are, as long as the is, you just taking your picture and posting it online. It's very easy for a cybersecurity guy to know the last location you took that picture from. So any picture you snap contains what is called the metadata. All right. So, has it finished downloading? Guy, bro, please hear me. Okay, you've not downloaded it, have you? Okay. Please help me install VS Code. Okay, so I'm just trying to deliver the same information. I'm still trying to join. So many of the pictures that you download, they kind of cheesy, and you post it online. So all of these pictures they have what is called metadata. So the metadata is like information that contains the last location you took that picture from. So imagine that you are different states. When I mean so, I mean we are different federal governments. They have able to track anybody. So when we are different a powerful person as I can't do anything. See, I'm a Twitter influencer. Do that, get my location and just see it. The only so which symbol you took and they track your last location. That's why it's very dangerous. I'm just saying that for our security purposes. So it's very important that when you're taking a picture, don't post immediately. It's better that you do that location and then later on you post it, maybe 3 hours away. I mean, there are a lot of person who likes to be security conscious. But if you don't care, it doesn't matter. And if you don't fight, you don't fight against powerful people. Okay, so what brought us to this place is that the images that we have on phones and ones that we usually have without background usually come in JPG formats. And the ones that we want to use, we want to make sure that it is in a PNG format, preferably SVG format. Alright? SVG format. Yeah, SVG. So that SVG contains quite a lot of information that you can edit. But for the sake of this true, we're going to preferably use PNG. So go to your Google browser, go to your browser, your search engine, and type Apple logo PNG. Let's go. PNG. It's called. So I'm going to type right. Okay. Um, I you to navigate to the website. I don't know, can you see this website called Comes 8? Do you see the one I have right here? After the PNG rates, so i8.com. Is it the same one? Okay, bro. I've installed this. Okay. Okay, so the way it works, color, right? Which one is clap for yourself? I mean, you must go away from this place having that thing. At least have a to do. So I don't I'm sure I was trying to sound technical here. Okay, so let us choose it's Apple. Okay. Yeah, so exit that from in the list that will be provided for you. Okay. Okay, no, you don't have to. Okay, let's go down, scroll down. This is it. Okay. I just click on this first one, icons 8 here. Apple White logo. Are we there already? Are we- Okay. Okay, I'm there. So, so, so I'm going to be using the fourth one. I'm clicking on the fourth one. The fourth one, okay. Um, then we click on download. Uh, I click on download. I want to use the PDF format, don't forget. So, fourth section, I'm going to click on PNG. And I would love to use, let's see, 100 by 100. Okay, let's use 100 by 100. So on the inside, you can see, I don't see it clearly because as you want still gray background, but if you look at it closely, you can see the difference. So when the preview, this is the this is the size. Once you have that one selected, I want to select the 150 by 150, select the 100 by 100, click on and voila, it has downloaded for us. All right. Should I come back? Are you following? Okay. Are you visit websites? Okay. Please go back, sir. Okay, it is. Okay, this one has blocked. This is it. Yes, sir. And you download, and we are selecting PNG. We are using the 100 by 100. Then we click on download. All right, so it has already downloaded. So there is something we want to do. Okay, this is the folder. Where is it stored on the laptop? Okay, to store here, let us extract
They
it.
want to take the 50%.
Yeah?
50 million.
100 by 100. You want to use 100 by 100. So let me extract. Oh, you don't have an extractor. Wow. Okay, extractor. Okay, let's leave it here. Okay, now this is it. This is the 50 by 50 and this is the 100 by 100. So copy it, sir. Do you know where you created the folder initially?
Yes.
Go to the folder and paste it inside the folder. Yeah. Okay. So once you have downloaded, go to where you have the where you have it downloaded. So if you don't want to do that, look at how I'm doing it. So you click on this download right here. Okay, then can you see this one? This says open showing folder. So I click on showing folder to take me to where it is located. So I'm just going to copy it. I copy it there. I go to the desktop because the desktop is where I created the folder for the Amazon gadgets. And once I'm here, I just Control V, I paste it there. Remember, the process you are trying to achieve is what? Collecting or gathering visual elements, everything that we're going to need for this, for to design this web page. That is the first thing. So copy and paste it inside the Amazon gadgets folder you created on the desktop initially. Now the next thing that we want to do now is the image that we used for the UI design. I believe we still have it, right? You're going to use it. Can you see everything is connecting together? So I'm not going to use what designed that you as a coder would want to bring to life. So you forget about trust that I want you to go like this. It is not your own. Just follow it. Exactly that's what we want to do. So first we achieve that we already collect we already follow is what if you are following. We already have some results. The image. Yeah, we need to collect the image. So if so go to where the image is, copy it and paste it inside this Amazon gadget folder. Let's go. Copy the image that you used before. Okay, copy it and paste it inside the Amazon gadget folder. The, for that image. Do you know that the phones and the laptops? Please, you know what? Send me that image on that my WhatsApp. Thank you. Copy it and paste it inside the gadget folder that we have on our desktop. Are we making this? Okay. Okay. All right, over there. Have you copied it inside the folder? What about you, sir? So, right. Okay. No, not this one. This is the one you downloaded, right? Okay, this is the one you downloaded. PNG. Have you Yes, copy it inside. Okay, you don't know where it is, Abby? Don't stretch yourself. Just click here. Click the Windows. Why is it not clicking? Or click this search one.
This one, this is what is coming out here.
You downloaded this one, right? Icons 8. The fourth one. Let's go down. White. Wait, what did you use? Oh, are you using Chrome?
Yes, we need to.
Please use Chrome. I'm sorry, use Chrome, yes. So that you can easily, is this Chrome, right? Okay. Apple logo, no, go back to the search bar, search results on Google.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I almost decided that.
No, because just go back and type it here, and just type it here. I mean, they should type it there so that it will be very easy, so that we can use the same thing. Logo PNG white. So have you found this?
I think it.
The bootcamp. If you can't find it, just click on this thing, then type the bootcamp folder. So it will index every folder or file that has that name. Have you sent it to me, bro? Have you sent it? Thank you. Okay, so the next thing I want us to do now is let me copy my own as well. The next thing I want us to do now is rename this image as gadgets. Okay, rename it as gadgets, phone gadgets, or whichever. Well, let's use phone gadgets. Phone gadgets. Phone gadgets. Rename the image and the image that we copied inside of the Amazon gadget folder. So the one we use for the UI is the one that has laptop and phones. No, just leave it as. Don't worry about that. Just rename. Or yeah, just escape. Just click on escape and rename. Just write phone gadget and click on enter. Don't worry about it. It will take care of itself. The reason why we are renewing is because it is very essential that any image that we are going to use, say for instance now, some web page or some web page, you can have like 20 images or as many images as possible so that you don't confuse one image to another. So you're able to say, so what image is this? So it's better that okay, this is this gadget image. So you know when you see the image, I want to have it in the section. Maybe you see when you're a laptop. So this is your as a laptop. So when you need to insert it information documents, you can easily tell, okay, I want the laptop section of the page. So it will just stay as image 100 and something like which one is that one? So for the sake of identifying it easily. Is that making sense? Sir? No, no, no. Of this. Okay, let me see what you're talking about.
You have named this.
Okay.
This image. What does
Okay, you know what? Don't worry about this, sir. No, I'm just saying that the image that we need, okay.
it is the image now?
Okay, yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Second one.
Yeah, this
If
icon
you-
like that.
Let's leave it like that. So, although if you are going to be doing a proper project, you would have to remove the icon 8 and just leave the Apple logo. But for the sake of experiment, let's just leave it like that. Okay, are you having issue with the logo, right? Okay. Sir, have you been able to find it? Okay. Which one of it? The icon. No, don't rename the icon, just leave it like that. So the image that we use for the UI class, you copy it inside the folder that we just created. Yeah. So it is that one that we want to rename. So we rename it as what do we rename it as? Phone gadgets. Okay. I didn't know this. I didn't know the people were going to. This is like, oh, look at us social commode. Ish. So how far on this end now? So you guys coded this one now, no? Wow. Yes. Down. So have you copied everything? You've renamed it.
White logo and then this phone gadget.
No, did you download it from
Yes.
Google? You downloaded it,
Yes.
PNG,
Yes.
100 by 100.
Yes.
Okay. Now, okay. Now you want to copy. What you want to do now is copy this now. Like this one now. Better with that one. Oh, use it. Go and copy it inside it. That will just create it. Go to the folder you created. The backspace.
What should they use? Laptop gadgets or phone gadgets?
Yeah, phone gadget or whichever one that makes sense. Phone gadget. Wait on, sir. Are we all set? Sir, are you set? Can I plug my laptop? Okay, so since we are on the same page, now let us open our code editor. Now, on your desktop that you have the folder created, double click, let me see what you have on it. Let's be on the same page. Make sure you have something like this on your Do you have this on your inside the folder? Please confirm. Do you have this? Look up, please. Do you have this inside your folder? Okay, let's go from here. The icon and the image you want to use for the euro section. Do we all have it? Okay, let's move on. Okay, now I want you to. Do you also already have your code editor installed? Okay, so now right click. Can you see what I just did? Right click. No. Go to the desktop. Go to where you have your folder, the folder you created. Okay, click on it. I do not say double click. Just click on it. Make sure it is selected, right? Then you right click. All right. I want you to look for this, open with code, and make sure you have this icon. Did you see the icon? Did you see open with code? Did you see that? Open with code. Can you see? Is it on your laptop? If it is not showing, let me know. It's not showing. Okay. Okay, no problem. I want to confirm that. Is it showing on your own end here? Okay. How about, is it showing? Let's go to your desktop. Right click. Isn't sure. Okay. How about not showing? All right. Okay, no problem. Now, what we want to do now is let's open the code editor. Let's open the code editor. If you don't know where to find the code editor, I think that everybody is here. Click on the Windows icon on your keyboard. Are you there? Windows icon. All right. Then you type VS Code. Is it showing? Okay. Have you launched it? Yeah. What about you, sir? Okay. What about you? Have you launched the VS Code? Okay, no worries. This is VS Code. Okay, no worries. How about here? Please follow along. Okay, how about there? Thank God, everyone is on. We are all on the same page. So the next thing that we want to do now is now that we're on VS Code, all right. Go to File, or rather, go to Open Folder. Can you see Open Folder? Can you see that? Under the Start option, go to Open Folder. Click on it. Right? Have you clicked on it? Okay. I want you to navigate to your desktop or wherever you have the Amazon Gadget folder saved. Are you there already? Have you seen it? Is that a yes? Okay. What about these sisters on the end? Are you having issues? You've done it right. Okay. No, easy work. If you've done it, like, help others now. Okay, so have you also opened it? Okay, this is it. Then you just double click. What's going on? Let me click open. Open. Where do you have it saved? Desktop, okay. Okay, Amazon Gadgets. Why is Amazon Gadgets behaving like this? Guy, you can't do your own thing. Okay, now, since we're already on the same page, except for some of us, this is where the real stuff is. Are we ready? Are we ready? Now, before we continue, remember what I said earlier. I'm going to be feeding on everything I've said before. All right? Remember we said that HTML is mainly for the what? Structure. Mainly for what? Structure. So HTML basically comprises of tags and elements, tags. Okay? So what makes up a tag? A tag is simply an open tag and a closing tag and the text in it. An element is made up of the tag and the content inside of it. So what makes up a complete element is open tag, the content inside of the tag, and what's closing tag. All right. Are we here? Okay. Okay. Now let's work out now. Now that we have all our stuff available, let's create a new file. Create a new file. Control N for a shortcut. Okay. And let's rename the. Okay. Have you done that already? Control N for a shortcut. Create a new file. Control N. Control N. Are you there already? Okay, then let's do Control S now. Control S is for save. All right. Are you on this page with me? Then what we want to do is we want to give it a name. The name we want to give it is called index.html. index.html. And the reason for that is for every web page, every website, the home page is usually saved as index.html. All right. That's best practice for you to have your website named index.html, especially the home page particularly. All right. Now that we are here, my goodness. Index.html. Index.html, then you click the enter, and that is it. Have you done it? Have you done it? Okay. I do not want us to let us enter a rabbit hole. But right now, I can't help myself than allowing us to do something pretty. All right. We are going to have to install something here. It's called an extension. All right. Otherwise, we would have just like type it and we don't have enough time to type things out. So please follow along with me. Did you see this side? Can you see? Did you see this side? Okay. If you can't see it, please let me know. Okay. Can you see this side? Okay. Okay. We click on extensions. Although I have a couple of extensions installed, but this is not my work laptop though. So the extension I want us to install is called Prettier. It's not what you're thinking of. Okay, let's type Prettier. 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 Have you typed it? Right? Now let's install it. Yeah, exactly. Click on install. So this is going to help us to format our code. All right. So in the case where we forget to probably give it some alignment, Prettier would automatically help us to give it the proper alignment. I mean, on the code editor itself, not on the web page. So just type Prettier code format and it's very fast. It doesn't take time. Is it done already? Okay. Okay, now let's go back to this Explorer here. Or rather, let's close this thing here. Close it. I don't know why this thing is obstructing me. Can you see it here? Close it. Can you see where it is? Follow me. Close. Now, we are already here. Okay, are we here in the index.html? Okay, so now what we want to do now is we want to create a structure. All right, we are creating a structure. So how do we create a structure? There's something called, when you want to create a structure on HTML, there are so many things one thing we need to do. We need to generate a boilerplate. It's called a boilerplate. So how do we generate that? For the sake of structure, so that you don't have to manually type out the structure. So that's why I asked us to download to install the prettier. So hold on the shift and what's it called? Number one, exclamation. Please help me out. Are you there already? Shift and exclamation. Hold it together. Exclamation. Did you come up with anything? What did you come up with? Yeah? Yeah. Do you have something like this? Do you have something like this already? Okay, so what we have here is called an HTML boilerplate. All right. So I don't want to take us down the rabbit hole. So all of this information that we have on this head tag, I want us to follow, right? So we have the doc type HTML. So that is simply called the HTML declaration. All right. So we have HTML. We have doc type HTML. Then we have also HTML, the language English. Inside of the HTML, we have the head tag and we have the body tag, right? Don't you forget, an head tag is simply the angular bracket, right? The word inside it and another angular bracket that closes it. So we have something called the opening tag and the closing tag, right? And we also have some tags that are self-enclosed, which means that they don't need to have that forward slash. I want you to take notes. I don't want to take us down the rabbit hole, but I can't help myself. Okay, in this head, can you see the head? Right? That head, number 3, is called an opening tag. Okay. Now we could see here now, number 7, that is another tag. But what we have here, if you look at it closely, you see that there's a forward slash before the head, right? Yeah, that means that tag has been closed. Am I making sense? It literally means what? The tag has been closed. Now, the same fashion, look at body as well. Number 8, we see body. And when we come to number 10, why is verse 10 coming to my mouth? Maybe because I'm in the church. All right. In, in number 8, I was about to say in verse 8. In number 8, you could see body. And in number 10, you could see what? Body. But what is the difference? There's a slash that comes before number 10. That means that it is that tag is closed. All right. Yeah, because we have to put something inside it. All right. So we have opening tag and we also have what's closing tag. So we have to have, it is the information that we have inside of these tags that will be displayed on the browser. So it is information we have inside of this tag that we show on the browser. Okay, let's do that right away. This is just basically it. It's tags and tags. I'm just going to be writing tags and tags and tags. There's no big deal about it. So now that we have the opening tag and we have the closing tag, whatever you have inside it, all right, whatever you have inside those tags, all together is what you call an HTML element. I'll repeat myself. We have the opening tag, right? And we have the closing tag. So the way we identify the closing tag is when it has a forward slash before the other thing. Now, that is just basically a tag. What makes it an element is when we have a content inside of that tag. Like I was saying that, why do we have space between number 8 and number 10? Right? So it means that we have to have information there. So when we have information inside of those tags, that everything together is now considered what? Elements. All right. No worries. You will get to understand as we go on. Okay, so I'm going to be referencing I've been saying I'm going to be referencing that image. All right. Wait, guys, phone gadgets. Okay. Okay.
So now another thing I'm going to be doing for the sake for so that all of us can follow along. Already I would have been looking at it from my phone and it wouldn't be a big deal for me. But just so all of us can follow along, I want to also be referencing the design that the UI person gave to us. Let me see. Sorry. Okay, this is it. So I want to send it now. Send. Are we all on the same page? If you are still here, say yeah. Say yeah. Don't sleep. Oh. You are definitely going to enjoy it. And we are almost done already. We are almost done. No cap. Okay, so let me download it for reference purposes so that all of us can, share and see together. I'm just gonna save photo and yeah. All right. Okay. Let me go. Let me see. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm going to be referencing for my design. Can you see? Okay. The first thing that we want to address is the nav bar. What are we addressing first? The navigation bar. Okay, let's go. Oh, God. So in the nav bar, every content that we are going to have here, okay, every content. There's another thing that we need to do. I'm sorry. Okay, now let's go to the extension again. Okay, let's go to the extension. You only have to install 2 extensions. No, you're never in a rabbit. You are never in a rabbit hole. Never. Okay, now go to the extension. We have just 1 extension because this one will help us to visualize what you are doing on the browser. Now download. Type live server. Yeah, LIV then server. Quickly on the extension live server. So you should have something like this. This is the interface for the live server. Can you see? Live server by Retweak Day. Yeah, install it, sir. No, don't worry. Just type live server and watch out for that logo. Can you see the logo? Yeah, install. Are we set? Okay. Have you installed it? All right. Now let's close it. Let's close out tab. And trust me, we are not going to install any other extension other than this. So that we can visualize this on the browser. That's why I decided, okay, let us download it. All right. Okay. Are we there? Are we ready? Okay, the first thing that we want to do now is have you seen it? Have you installed the live server? Okay. Now the first thing that we want to do now is so that we can check whether this thing is we can visualize it on the browser. Let's do just a little testing. So I'm going to do, remember what you're going to be typing here is just basically what tags, elements, right? Now let's do H1. H1 means heading tag. H1 means what? Heading tag. I want you to type H1. Yes, sir. Type H1 and it's going to give you something and you click enter. Do you have something like my own? Yeah, click enter. You should have the open and the closing tag. Do you have that? Okay, now H1. The H1 means heading tag. If you have used Microsoft before, you understand this very well. So the H1 tag, inside of the H1 tag is where we want to type something so that it can display on the browser, right? Okay, so okay. Now let us type something. What is that logo itself? What is the logo? Let's say Apple gadget. Let us be on the same page, okay? Apple gadgets. Let's type that. All right. Then you Ctrl S, save it. Otherwise, you could lose your stuff. Yeah, Apple gadgets. I've written that inside of that HTML, inside of the HTML tag. Have you typed it? Apple gadgets. Do you have something like this? Huh? I'm not hearing anything from that side. Yeah, just control save so that you don't lose many progress. Are we set? Are we set? What about you? Okay. What about you, ma? Okay. We're all on the same page. Now let's save. Now I want you to go down. You're going to see the effect of the live server access to install the other time. Follow me. Do you see here? Go down to the this bottom. Can you see? Do you see this? Yeah, click on it, live server. Click on it, and you should have something like this. It should automatically pop up on your browser. Yes, click on live server, and it would automatically take you here. Okay. Are you sure you installed the live server extension? Okay. Let me go back one step. Everyone look up, please. Can you look up? Do you have this on your code editor at the bottom of your code editor? Do you have this? I mean, do you have click to run live server? Oh, it means that you didn't correctly install. You have it. Oh, then install go live. Okay, okay. Okay, they went to like go live. Okay. Okay, look at go live now. Okay, look at go live. Do you see go live? Look that, look up. You see go live here. Wow. I thought we installed live server. Okay, now what we just typed as shown on the browser. Bam, and you are ready to sell your markets. Oh yeah, just begin to advertise and everybody will patronize you. It's a lie. Yes, you of course you can host something like this live. Just buy your domain, host it, and when you are like buying your domain, just type applegaya.com. I will tell you for a fact, even this simple stuff, you can just buy your domain, host it, right? Once you host it, just give anybody and say, yeah, visit it. And this is the only thing that they will see. Apple Gadget. That's just it. It's as simple as that. No big deal. However, you can't collect information, Sha. It's just for the sake of seeing what you are. So this is how a website is made. Very simple as it. Okay, now let's go into the nitty-gritty. So just for us to see, this is the Apple Gadget and this is the logo. All right. However, we want to I want to import. No, we're going forward. Okay, we are going forward. Okay. Now, what we want to do now is very simple. The first thing that we want to do here is to import the logo. All right. We are going forward. Don't let us say going back. We are going forward. Okay. Okay. We want to import the Apple logo. Are we all here? Yeah, just hit enter and it takes you to the next line. All right. No, I mean, just click enter. It will take you to the next line. Are we following? Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is we want to import the logo. You know that it is the logo we have first on the left side. So I'm going to be referencing the UI design. So we have the logo first, right? So we want to import the logo. Are we ready? If we want to import the logo, what do we think we need? I want us to be kind of, coming along. If we are going to import the logo, what do we need? 1, 2, 3. We simply need tag. Remember we said we are going to be working. Have you done that? Then you do // full stop, then / like this. Have you seen it? You've done it. Once you did it, what came up? Yeah, index HTML, then now you are in line. So what we want to do now is what? The logo. The logo is what we have, the icons, 8, Apple, 100. Now let's click on it. Bam. It's as simple as that. What we use is now we've imported what? The logo. All right. Now in the alt text, I want us to type Apple logo. Let's go. Apple logo. That's all. Apple logo. Did you do that already? Apple logo. Have you done that already? Okay. Now let's go to
where I will write Apollo. Sorry, sir.
Inside of that alt text, the alt text, you can see that it is enclosed in what's it called? What do you call that thing now? That is quotation mark, right? Okay. So you are going to write Apple logo inside that quote mark. No, don't worry about that. Okay, now let's let's go to our browser to see what we'll be working on. You should have something like this on your browser. No, sorry. I actually gave the browser a background color black so that we can see the logo. Definitely you should have a logo, right? Okay, no worries. You should have a logo on there. Okay, now that is being done. You know what just happened? I know you're not going to see something like this. Do you see it? Can you see something like this? Go to your browser. You can never see something like this. Did you see anything like this? Okay. You know what was responsible for that? The CSS helped me to create a style for the web page. All right. Remember, I said that the CSS is responsible for what? Styling. Period. So what I just did is I just wrote a simple CSS rule. Call it CSS rule. Can you read what is here? Background color of black. All right. And I referenced the body tag. Don't forget body tag. So what I just did here is just body tag, and that's just basically it. Just for us to have an idea of what is going on in the browser. That's why I did all of that. All right. So we could see here okay, for the sake of this thing, since what we are going to be writing is white, all right, I want us to do something like this. Just follow me and just this. I want to believe this is the only CSS I'll write. No, I'm still going to write some CSS. Okay, in the head tag, if you are going to write CSS, all right, so there are three ways of writing CSS, all right. So the number one way of writing CSS is called inline styling. The other one is the one we write in the heading tag, which I just did. And the third one is writing it in an external document. I know that is a mouthful, all right? Are you still here? Are you still here? We are lost already. No worries, I got you. Okay, now this is where we are. Okay, before we go, don't just to go to the browser for now. It's the just go back to your browser. You need this one, right? Okay, no, we're on the same page. As long as you have a look at it, we're on the same page. No worries. Followed by the image. The next thing I want to type here is what? The links. Links. Referencing the UI design, all right? Don't you forget. Referencing the UI design. So when you look at the design that you have, I view out the design. Look at it now. Okay. The design, what we have next is well. Look at it. This is the logo. That is what we just did. This is the next thing we want to touch on. The categories, product type, tools, and lastly the words signing. I want to know if you were really there. And the UI designer made mention of something the other time. The button. It said the button is responsible for something. It said call to action. Who said action? Let's give this bro one clap. I'm sorry. Let's give this man a big round of applause. It's so unfortunate that we don't have sweets here. We would have given him sweets. Okay. Simple. categories, product type, about terms and rates, signing, button. In other words, the call to action. The call to action. What? Oh my goodness, I don't like your energy. I don't like your energy. Okay. We want to write these links, the home, and all of that. In order for us to write it and for it to show on the browser, what do we do it now? We need to write it now. The tag. Just have, just forget about anything. We're using tags. Okay. Tag. Okay. So there's so many tags. Okay. The fact that we are dealing with navigation bar, alright, so that the navigation bar can nav very well. The navigation bar will not do it will not nav. It will van, reverse it, it will van, it will not nav. So we need one tag, forgive me, we need one tag. It is inside of that tag we are going to put all of these things inside. The name of that tag is called what? Nav. What do you say? You type nav like this. Nav. Go back again. Safely under the same tag. Sorry. No. This is the button. Click the yeah, that's just it. Sir, yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, it matters. So the reason I'm not taking this back, I'm taking this forward. So what I just did here is I said that because we are dealing with the navigation bar, alright, it is better that we use the tag that is responsible for what? Navigation. What we did earlier, that's not best practice. Sure, you get. What we did earlier was just for me to showcase. We did H1 and what image. That is not the best way to do it. I'm going to have to delete this. I think I'm confusing us. Now, first of all, we are dealing with what? The navigation bar. Now, if for us to run the navigation bar, we need the navigation tag. In short, nav. Alright? So you can go back and customize your nav. Just say Shala nav. So that they know that you code that. Okay, now, inside of the nav, I want you to click enter. Bam. Bam. Did you do that already? The navigation tag, the navigation tag, all right? Did you do that already? Do you have nav? Okay. In between that nav is where we want to have the logo and then it looks and the CTA, which is called the call to action button. Sure you get. So it is inside the nav bar. The logo, the navigation links and the CTA button. I want us to follow. Yes, say, okay, now. Are we getting? So the tag that is responsible for writing the nav bar is called what? Nav. Do you know this? Okay. Now, click enter. This. Okay. I want to know whether you are following me. So I'm inside the nav bar now. This. The navigation links, all of those texts are called links, nav links, navigation links, and solution button. We try. Maybe it's not work. Okay, now inside of the nav bar, the navigation is our logo. Because remember that we are working alongside the design that the UI gave to us. Okay. Now, which tag is responsible for reporting image? ING. So that we can follow the proper time this time. Now, do we import the image now? Full stop, then what? Forward slash. Okay, the icons it bam. The reason why we use the out is because not everybody can use the house to see. No, I'm still inside of the menu bar. Okay, are you there? Can you see the body? Okay. If you can see the body, say body. Side of the body. Okay, so you have the body tag. So you have the body tag. Okay. So that is going to be displayed on the browser is going to be inside of the body tag. Let us say that in chorus. Everything that is going to be on the browser is going to be inside the body. Let's clap for myself. Very small thing. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so much space. The reason is because referencing this thing that we have here, all of this thing that we have here is going to be there inside the body tab. You get what I'm saying? Imagine that all of this thing is going to be inside the tab. So do we have to know how the body tab to display of this? So that is to be space. Sure, you get what I'm saying now? Eh? Is it making any sense? Let me go back here. Is it making sense? Oh boy. Okay. Okay, this is the body tag. I use it. I do that as well. So 3 period. That's is as simple as that. So everything that we have on the URL, so put it inside this body tag. Show you get now. Uh, everything we have here. Can you see my mouse? Step back. For the sake of the people understanding from here, we're still on the same thing. So you see everything in this place, and whatever you're going to have on the page, it's going to be inside this body tag. The first place we have to start from is where? The navigation bar, right? So for us to know this content in the navigation bar, what do we something with that? NAV, right? We following? That- So don't worry about it. So the content inside the nav is not small because we are going to have the channels and what the CTO about saying. So this is going to send it to the next one. So now that we are inside of the navigation bar, now that we are inside the navigation tag, right? Are you following? ING for full stop, then what? Forward slash. Alright, in full stop, then what? Forward slash. Then we click on the sure you get. Now, inside of the logo, let's have something for us to do to have to describe the logo. This is the periods. Logo. Is it for that one? All right. Now the next thing that we have here, remember the first thing that we touched is what? The logo, right? Okay. Are you following? Are you following? Okay. So the next thing that we have here is the categories, the products. Are you following? Are you following? Okay. There's another that is responsible for this. Sure, you get. Don't worry, we are not getting all these tags right. Don't worry. So the tag that's responsible for this is called UL and LI. Is UL and LI. So okay, just type here. Have you typed UL? Okay. For reference for to understand what we've seen so far. Okay. I wish I had like a sketch, a way for me to sketch things out. I would sketch it for us. So let's try to do this very simple. Inside a house, you are trying to build a house. Inside a house, I want to build. The first thing that you want to do is to build the foundation, right? So the foundation is just what we just laid. When you lay the foundation, the next thing you want to do is what? You need to begin to build the bricks. So the bricks, so you finish building the bricks, when you build it, you usually above the, so you have lintel, and everything else you are going to be building is going to be inside, not outside, right? It's going to be inside of the house that you already have, right? So when you have this is just like a scaffold. You build now. You're going to do 3 rooms and parlor. Where you want to build it? Outside and inside. Inside. It's inside now. So you are going to be nesting. So you are going to be nesting the room and parlor. Teacher, you are going to be nesting it inside where? This building. So this building like this, I will describe it as the tag. Sure you get. So this building is what? Tag. So the room inside is called the, it's called also the section. You get it. This is just like a preamble. As time goes on, so instead of the tag, inside the, it's still inside the lifetime. Same you instead of the tag, the tag. Just follow along. Okay. Okay. Tag. Type here. Click enter. You click enter. Have you done that? Click enter. You following now? Okay. Now we are going to be inside of where the tag. Now where the right one is called AI. Click enter. Have you done that? Okay. It is inside this area we are going to have the application links. All right. Now let's look at categories, product type, so that is what we want to write now. So inside of the elevator, let's start with HOME. Have you done that? Have you done that already? Okay. Just simply highlight the area. Have you highlighted this? Oh, sorry. Have you highlighted this? Have you done to C? Have you done Control C? Click enter to the next line and paste it there. To the Control V. Next we have is form, right? Isn't it? Right. It's categories, product categories, and else, right? So what we're going to do is now to the next thing, we change it from one to what? What is the next thing? Category. Are you following? The next line now, types. If you are following, you should have finished typing your own product types. And the last time, what do you do? Sir? Yes. Okay. Now this is very successful. I mean, just clap for yourself. Just clap for yourself. Now, still inside the navigation bar, the last thing that we have here is what? The CTA button. The CTA button. So immediately after this, do you see the URL? Do you see it? The closing tag of the URL. Just press enter. That's when we should be on the next line. Press enter. Are you on the next line now? Okay. Now, so right here is very simple. The CTA button. So there is a tag, or there is a tag that is responsible for writing that. What is that tag? Button tag. Button. Simple as that. Okay. Are you following? Are you following? So, sign in, right? Sign in. Bam. And do Ctrl S. Once you do Ctrl S, it is going to format it and it will look like so. Have you done that? Are you structure? The inside of the nav, we have the image, alright. Still inside of the nav, we have this thing called URL. And still inside of the nav, we have this thing called button. Sure you get? Are you following me? Okay. Alright. So everything has to be nested inside of the nav tag, just the same way that you want to be. So the room has to be inside here. Inside here now. Inside this house. Sure you get. So that is what we just did now. Now let's go back to our browser. What do we have? Let me see your browser. You should have something like this. Right? Do you have something like this? What's your browser? Do you have something like this? Do you have something like this? Okay, so something like this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is very simple. Section. The what? View cell section. Okay, for us to achieve that, there's something we need to do, and that is called. Okay, let's type this. Type div and click enter. Type div. Have you done that? Oh, have you done that? So the div is used for section. And let us use something else. Oh, sorry. Delete the div and let us use section. Remember, we are going to cell section. Right? Let me do it again, just for the sake of those who can't see it. Now we finished writing the HTML for the nav tag. The nav bar. Right? So the next section I want to go to is here. What is the next section I want to go to? The section. People on the side alpha. Please check it with us. Are you following? What about you? Okay. So how do we now separate that from the U section? What we need to type now is just type section. SETI, type enter. Bam. Are you there already? Okay, thank God for that. We press the enter, still the same process like we did in the nav bar. Now, remember we are referencing what the UI designer gave to us. Now, what do we have here? Instead of Amazon footwears, what are we going to type? Apple Gadget Store. Let's go. What are you typing? Apple Gadget Store. So for us to do this, we need to score the H1 tag. H1 tag. Let's go. So what I'm typing here, Apple Gadget Store. Down, save it, and you are going to have something like so. Are you there already? So you should have something like this. Are you on the same page with me? Inside the section tag, we have the H1. And the H1 is going to carry that big bold text on the section. Have you done that already? Right. Now, the next thing I want to do is that's this text that we have here. And then the next thing that I want to write now. Can we see now? Now, this text we have here, are you ready? Are you ready? I want to hear it chorus, yes. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. You're lost, Abby. Section, okay. Just the same way we created the other ones. Press enter. Type H1. So you want to type your H1 inside the section tag. So it is inside of the section tag you're going to type the Apple Gadget Store because that is what you want people to know when you come to the website that this is an Apple Gadget Store. So once you have that, we go, we click next. We click enter and it takes us to the next line. We need to write these texts underneath. So for us to write these texts underneath, there is a tag responsible for that. Who can guess that tag? Who can guess it? No. If you don't this thing before, I don't want answers from you. Some people don't know. Paragraph, claim for this for us. Okay, paragraph, okay. Just like see the web can use paragraph and all of that. So we have paragraph text and what we want to put here is just dummy text. All right. So let me do something. Let me do 20. All right, Lauren 20, bam. Okay. You know, the other time on the Figma we generated dummy text. If you remember, this text we have here is a dummy text. I hope you know. Hello. Okay. To be able to work with CSS today. And that's where we're going to stop. Okay, so the text we have under this H1, are you seeing this mouse? Are you seeing my mouse? Now, this text reference all this blah blah, they are called dummy texts, all right? They are called dummy text. It means just a text to fill up the space. And how do we generate that here? There's a tag that is responsible for the text that you see on any website. There's a tag responsible for every text you see on the website. And what's that tag? Tag. So we just type P, and click what? Enter. Once you have that, we need to now generate the dummy text. Okay? Just type Lorem, Len 20. Yeah, let's use 20. Len 20. Inside of the paragraph tag, Len 20. Have you done that? Let me go back again. Len 20. Have you done that? When you click enter, bam, it will generate this text for you. Do you have something similar? I don't get you, man. Okay, if you have something that you want to put there, of course you can. This is just for us to hold that space. It's just a placeholder. It's a placeholder text. Have you typed that then 20 and bam, this is where we are. Let's go to our browser. We should have something like this, right? Do you have something like this? Let's go back to the editor. Now the last thing I want to create on the UO section is called the image that we have here. Do we see this image? Can we see it? Can we see the image? No. I'm not going to do it by myself. Let's go. Same method we used to type the image tag for the logo. So we are going to use the same process. Let's go. So what tag is responsible for importing image? What tag? Well, let's go. Do it. IG. Have you done it? Have you done that? IG. Have you typed IG? Okay. Do it. Thank God we have the image inside. I'm counting down. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, by now we should have done this, right? Now, IMG, for the sake of those who haven't done it, IMG, then we have the full stop, and we have what? Forward slash, and we go to where? Frontend.jpg. Boom. And then we just give it an alternate text. That should be called image. Still, yeah, yeah. Or let's say phone images or phone images and voila, bam, we've just written our HTML code. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And no, we're not doing it today. So what we just worked with so far is HTML. Remember I said that HTML is for us to do what? To define the structure of our web page. Show you that. Now if you look at this thing closely now. Everything is nested inside each other. You get? So that is how we structure. So inside of the navbar, the navbar is one thing on its own. The new section is another thing on its own. If we have another section, that section is also another thing on its own. And if we do the footer, okay, let's go to the footer first. Let me just do the footer, and that we will call it a day. So for us to write the footer, there is a tag responsible for writing the footer. Who can guess the tag? Who can guess the tag? Sir? Footer. It's a simple footer. Footer. Bam. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That is it. Hopefully we're going to stop today. Okay, thankfully, okay, something, there's something for us to write the footer. You know, when you get to your website, you usually see that C that is inside of a cycle in 2025 and all of that. So for us to generate that, we have to use, yeah, we need ampersand, all right? If we can find and that symbol for and we call it is called ampersand. So if you can find that, look at your keyboard now. This my own keyboard is what is it on your keyboard? Shift what? Show me now the symbol for and. Shift what? 7. Okay, thank you. Then just write this copy. Copy and what's the code? Semicolon, right? Right? This is semicolon on the right, 2025. Or but still is what's like let's customize C 2025 my first code. And then um symbol key, semicolon. It should generate it for you. Just press enter. Have you done that? So shift 7, copy, then semicolon, and 2025. My first, what's it called? My first code. Bam. And this is where we stop for today. I mean, we all did a fantastic job. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Fantastic job. This is where we stop. The stuff is not showing. My, what's it called? My link is not showing me. Let me just write one small CSS style right here on the end. So we have style. Style. Inside of the style, we have, I'm going to reference the entire body. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Body. When I'm going to have what's this thing called? Brackets and let me write one CSS rule. That's background color. So I have black, and yeah, that is it. Everything is black, right? And let me write which is that is going to be font color. No worry, font color, um, color font. Let me see, color. Change it to that's FFF 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay. Bam. Can you see it now? This is your first project. Okay, okay, then let's get padding. Uh, see padding. Let me do okay, okay, that is as beautiful as that. I'm just say color is going to be white. All right, and I say font family is going to be Vadana and Bam. Okay, and that is how we call it the font size. And let's give it like okay, 16 pixels. And that is your step 4 to the border as a 10 pixel. And it's as beautiful as that. Let's give ourselves questions. Okay, sir. What is it? Okay.
This is where you know this is not a child's play. It's not. One place, where are we? Where are we? We should be good though. Yes. Yes. Adeba, where are we? Ah, you are in class. How you doing? Well done, bro. Sir, where are you, sir? The name, sir. Where are we? Okay. I know we will have testimonies in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. Because time is fast spent. One thing I can say from here, sir, is that how do we get supports from some of us that will be practicing this at home? And most especially since we have a WhatsApp group, there should be a kind of support. Questions should be coming up, and then we should have you to answer those questions.
Oh, wow. Okay, now the thing is, I'm not sure 100%. What I thought here is you can go anywhere you can find it. You just go to youtube.com. We have countless people who have courses on YouTube. I think that not everybody has that attention span to say, okay, let me spend 1 hour to do this thing. Well, I don't want to promise anything. I don't have promises. But what I can do is if I see if there's any interest from people, I mean, if I see that sense of commitment, okay, then I would chip in. You get what I'm saying? So if probably that WhatsApp group maybe stops now and people are saying, okay, we want to see what it is, what the person they want to see what it looks like. Even just that the nav bar and the hero section, we want to see what it's going to look like eventually. Then we can work around it probably based on their own time, whatever time is convenient for them. Let's open the Zoom call. Zoom has a voucher of 45 minutes. Bro,
Have a 45 minutes, but I can make it.
start this thing?
No.
Okay.
Say, but it paid,
Okay.
have a 45 minutes, 5, 6, 10.
Okay.
5,
Okay. How about we do it this way? How about we do it this way, sir? How about we do it this way? Whichever space is convenient for the people, just let know. Maybe it is Zoom, maybe it is Google Meet. Okay, because people won't get anything, we'll just go at a stretch. So it's better that okay, probably today, let us just simply work on the nav. Just work on the nav. So when you come, just so that you are prepared for the nav. So my own expectation is once you're here, we're only here to learn. And I'm going to say that I honestly have not really interacted with Figma before. But once I was teaching, I was like open-minded and you could see the assistant. Say I did this before. So I was like open-minded, like teaching. So if people can like on the spot, left here, go back home and like try it by yourself. So when we move to the next class, okay, let's do it. So when you say, okay, when talking about say so some things I already did here. Sure, you understand what I'm saying? So that would really encourage me to say I want to continue.
If it is possible, I just want to say this to you.
Sorry, one second. Adioba, is the video still going on? If it is, check, close it.
Okay.
People look at it when look, okay, yeah, I'm stuck. Look at it, okay, click this for this. You should also put like a diagram of what it was.
I understand you.
That is my taking time. Just for I'm telling you, what to give you step by step.
Yeah, this one is.
What is D for? What is section for? What is kinecon for?
That, I.
Okay.
Click this one. After clicking this one to get, click this one, do something to click.
I'm looking at time. We still have one more kineo.
Okay, what you're saying now is you want us to print by hand. What did you get here?
Don't worry, I'll get your contact. You want to ask the question, right? Yeah, go ahead. For him.
Sir. So I wanted to ask, for the interface on a mobile phone, is it the same operations as the system?
If the interface of application
On phone,
Yes.
you mean function,
Yes, the coding.
you mean okay, coding. Now we have a separate way of putting mobile application. No, we don't use the shared system, we have a system for mobile application.
No, my question is, if I want to code on my phone with this same application,
We have people in Nigeria now. I will tell you, a laptop in Nigeria is a luxury. Don't know that. For a student to afford a laptop is a luxury. I'm told.
Yeah, I
I know
understand what
people who code their game. Then I used to code on my phone as well.
Okay.
Sure you get.
So it's
But what is most important? Okay, the person who invented coding and programming in the first place, they were writing program on a sheet of papers. Sure, you understand what I'm saying? So the most important thing is if you can ingrain concept. Okay, for instance, my wife she was doing the sure you get. I was doing a okay from this is this was a basic though. You sheet of paper, let's go back there. Let me just tell you today. Go back there. Structure an HTML element, an HTML page. Just ask yourself, how can I structure? Okay, an HTML page is made up of what? Tags and element, period. Okay, the first thing I need to do is just like generate a body elements, just copy all of those things. But the most important thing is the head tag and the body tag. Instead of the body tag, I have this now, this section, I have the foot. Of course you can on your phone. Sure you can.
the element, sorry, don't let me create confusion. The thing that you go to the next one is the same thing as your the same. That's what you are saying.
Yeah, you know
The commands are the same thing.
same move.
Okay.
VS Code on laptop.
All right. This is VS Code on laptop. They also have code editors on phones. Sure you get. They are code editors for phones, but you can never find VS Code editor for mobile. So they don't just code editors that you can use on your phone.
Get those ones, you will get the same result.
Up there now. Remember, the key thing is concepts. So once you understand the concept, probably in your school, maybe just school another thing. Maybe your school they have library and they have computer maybe 2 hours every day. Maybe your friends. See, don't be shy. Go have fun and let me use your laptop for about 2 hours. Or let me no, I use a laptop. So then you probably this person is doing something legit on the laptop. You won't be afraid of releasing trust pack mix and just code and you're done for the day. If you can do that probably every day for 2 hours, I tell you, I do. See, this one is very basic. You catch it. I mean, if you just catch it every week, period. HTML runs CSS, maybe 2 weeks, you are done. JavaScript is
Right, thank you.
Like, you're just talking. You don't need to check my own. Eh? So we want data analysis self. Thank you. I'm working myself. It's good. So it's me.
No, you know, I got good job.
Ah, everybody is already writing code. I'm seeing codes in everybody's head. Eh? Wait, so since time has gone, I will do some explanation. Let's HDMI. Demi. See, I want to send to that group. Yes, this NCC. This right? This one. I've sent it. Okay, fine. Eh? Yeah, yeah. Aha, yeah. Do I have your attention? Sorry. Uh, I think I want to get your attention more. Sorry, oh. I'm the one on the pilot. I'm the one piloting now, right? So I can do whatever I like, right? Okay, everybody stand up first. Yes, I can do what I like. Stand up, stand up, stand up. They took my time. So let's check the Figma, right? Oh, you expressed, Abby. Check it to the left. Then, which one was that again? Eh? Front end. Check it to the left. Then stretch. If you can jump. You can jump. Okay, right. Okay, let's sit down. Let's sit down. All right.
And quantify, we can look at data in terms of the structure. Oh, it's working now. Okay. So we can look at data. There are basically two types of data. We have the quantitative data, which is numerical, which are numerical in nature. We have the quantitative, and we also have the qualitative. In the part of the qualitative data, we have the discrete, we have discrete values, and we have continuous values. The discrete, we call them discrete because they are whole numbers. For example, you can see the discrete form of data is the number of cars in the parking lot. Those are discrete values. You can say the 3.5 cars in the parking lots, right? The number of persons in this hall, we can say 14. We cannot say 3.057 persons. So that is discrete values. For continuous values, you have values that range. For instance, I can say, what's your height? 5.8 or 5.7. 5.8 what? Inches. Feet. Okay, 5 feet, 8 inches.
5 8.
5'8", 5 feet was how many inches? But you get the point, right? It's ranging. Do you understand? A ranging value is called a continuous value. So we also have qualitative data. Qualitative tries to describe what the data is. We have the nominal data. We have the ordinal data. We have ordinal in qualitative. We have discrete continuous in quantitative. Is that clear? Yes. It's very important that we know what data is if you want to go into data analysis. Yes, it's one of the words that made up the whole bunch. Data analysis. Now let's look at. Oh, yes. We also have, we can also talk about data in terms of structure. Is it structured or not? That is, we have structured data, we have unstructured data, and we also have semi-structured data. Is just have that in mind. I made an explanation there. So I went ahead, I talked about data analysis. I said, what is data analysis? Who can read for me? Eh? Data analytics is the process of examining data to uncover patterns, trends, and other useful information that can be used to make informed decisions. You are using data analytics to make informed decisions. It involves collecting. Yes, we have to collect data. Techniques and tools. Now there are different tools that are out there for data analytics. We have the Python, we have Excel, we have Power BI, we have Tableau, there are quite a lot of them still coming up. But ultimately, they have one goal to process information to help us get useful information out of data. Practical. Do you guys want practical? No. So I won't do practical. So I will connect to practical. Don't worry, I won't do practical. You guys are enjoying the other classes. All right, so the importance of data analytics. I think it shows just deviate a little and go online and see the data analysis. What? Hold on, wait. My co-teacher. To take informed decisions. Yes, I want to do something. To the hospital. No, who has gone to the hospital? Let's talk. Yes, you okay, fine. You go to the hospital. When you go to the hospital, what is the first thing you put to ask you? What's wrong with you? Now, so what's wrong with you? What you now started doing was you started explaining to him what happened. Right? That's you are trying to describe how you are feeling, right? You are describing how you are feeling. The doctor will hear you out. Now, after he hear you out, what's the next thing he will do? Carry that thing. You don't think he has not heard what you said, though. He will now carry his stethoscope and start checking you, right? As he's diagnosing you. After you have done your description, he is now giving you a what? Diagnosis. Then after diagnosing you, he will now prescribe, right? Now, after prescribing, he will tell you, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. If you do this, this will what will happen. He's predicting. You get. Now, just using that scenario to come back into what we're talking about, data analysis. Data analysis, we have the prescriptive analysis, we have the descriptive analysis, we have the diagnostic analysis, we have the predictive analysis, and the prescriptive analysis. This analysis answer questions. The aim of data analysis is to answer questions. There are questions that you have to ask. Questions that are being asked that have been asked, yes. So I made mention of for descriptive analysis, it answers the questions what happened, right? Is there in the book, in the notes I gave you? For diagnostics analysis, it asks you